It's about time.
So the entire planet is obsessed with Pokemon Go. People are running around like crazy all over the place trying to catch them all. So this week we're going to count down the top 10 rarest Pokemon you can catch in Pokemon Go. Kicking off our list with number 10, and it is a Chancy. Now when we're talking about rarity, the Chancy is probably as common to say a Jinx or a Snorlax. But I chose the Chancy because he's so cute and pink and he looks like a puffy little marshmallow. Now, if you want to find yourself a Chancy, you have to stick to the mountainous areas, the natural habitat of the old mighty Chancy. Gosh, this is going to be a long list. Coming in at number 9, it's Hitmonlee, the only Pokemon with a roundhouse kick that could rival that of Chuck Norris. Now, if you want to catch yourself a Hitmonlee, you're going to have to stick to the very built-up city-type areas. And if you do manage to catch one, because their catch chances are pretty low, then you just bag yourself a little number 9 treasure. And if you do get one, keep it secret. Keep it safe. At number 8, we have the stone-chiseled Onyx. A very rare find indeed. Usually you'll find them at a 10k egg, but if you really want to find them with ease, you're going to have to stick to the more mountainous areas, because the Onyx is just like that rock monster from the Never-Ending Story who eats rocks all day and speaks in a really deep voice. I love rocks. Next up on the list, we have Garland. Now, in order to get a Golem, you first have to catch a whole buttload of Geodudes and then evolve into a Golem. Now, a pretty easy task for someone that lives in a mountainous area, but for those city dwellers, Geodudes are few and far between, meaning a Golem would be really hard to come by. But having a Golem in your Pokédex is one of the coolest things you can do as a human being. Next up, we have the very Loch Ness monster-looking Lapras. Now, just as you would expect, you can find these by water sources like the ocean or big ponds and rivers. Unfortunately, if you don't live by one of those water sources, you're going to struggle to find one of these bad boys. So that means if you don't live by a water source and you do come by one in the wild, you are one lucky son of a gun. Kudos to you. Next up on our list, we have Gyarados. Now, he might look like something out of Chinese folklore, but he is rarer than hen's teeth. And the reason for this is because you have to evolve him from Magikarp. Now, Magikarp are not rare at all. In fact, they're very common. But the kicker is you need over 100 Magikarp to evolve. That makes this bad boy one rare little find. Next up on our rare list, and it's Alakazam. Now, in order to get an Alakazam, you have to evolve a whole ton of Abras. They're not as common as you might think, but if you want to find them, you better start looking in the city areas, and you're going to have to find a ton of them. So once you have your buttload of Abras, you can evolve them to Kadabras and eventually Alakazam. Next up, we have a Dragonite. Now, Stratinis are pretty common to find, but once again, you need a high volume of them to evolve them up to a Dragonair before you can eventually evolve up to a Dragonite. So once again, you're going to have to do a lot of catching other Pokemon to eventually evolve up to a Dragonite. But I mean, come on, it's a Dragon class. I mean, I'm there. Next up, we have something from the fossil Pokemon realm, and that is the Kabutops. What a cool name, just rolls off the tongue, Kabutops. Now, Kabutops is one of the rarer fossil Pokemon, unlike Aerodactyl, which you can find pretty commonly. A Kabutops you can usually find on beaches, but like I said before, it's damn rare to find. If you find one of these guys, you write your name on this bad boy, you take him home and introduce him to your parents. And finally, number 1, the rarest Pokemon in Pokemon Go, Ditto. A Pokemon so rare, I couldn't even find footage of someone catching it. In fact, I don't think anyone has caught one to date. That's how rare the Ditto Pokemon are. So if you do find one, consider it a triple birthday. That is how rare the Ditto Pokemon is in Pokemon Go. And there you have it, guys, the top 10 rarest Pokemon thus far in Pokemon Go. I hope you enjoyed my list. It was an insane task to put it together because what I know about Pokemon can be written on a grain of rice. So there you have it, guys. Don't forget to subscribe for plenty more videos like this in the near future. Until next time, Dagarase.